Welcome to Two Hypnotherapists Talking with me, Denise Billen-Mejia, in Delaware, USA.
And me, Martin Furber, in Preston, UK.
This weekly podcast is for anyone and everyone who'd like to know more about the fascinating subject of hypnosis and the benefits it offers.
I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and psychotherapist.
I'm a retired medical doctor turned consulting hypnotist.
We are Two Hypnotherapists Talking.
So let's get on with the episode. So Martin, what should we say to our occasional viewers and listeners today?
I don't know, but I had an interesting conversation earlier this week with one of our previous guests. Do you remember Bev Denshaw?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, the mindfulness Pilates instructor.
Right.
And she did say to us that she was writing a book, didn't she? Part of her series of books. And not only are they on Amazon, they're in Waterstones now as well. Her latest one is out.
For the Americans who don't fly a lot, that's really that's prestigious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so she's going to be coming on to one of our future episodes very soon.
Yes. However, we're coming on today to say, in the interest of our own mental health, we're going to give it a miss this week only. There's somebody else going to be talking next week. It's been a really strange year. Martin's been running himself ragged. And I've had a couple of health issues. So we just wanted to come on. We thought rather than just say, sorry, we're closed, we'll come on and say, everybody needs to take care of themselves.
We're both going to exercise some self-care, aren't we? So at least just say something about self-care to our viewers and listeners, Denise.
Notice when you need it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the analogy we use is the one on the aeroplanes with the oxygen mask. They say, put your own on before you attempt to help anybody else, otherwise you'll be unconscious by the time it gets round to you. And it's the same thing. You've got to leave that spare mental capacity, haven't you, before you can help anybody else.
And it's also, I think, a reminder for us, we need to get all of our guests recorded before we launch. We need to be sure. But I have so much going on right now. I'm launching a blog because I have to do something to drive some more SEO stuff. Not that I don't want to write to people anyway. And I've got people are still buying that book. Self-Figure It's Not a Mani-Pedi. I'm still getting it's not happening a lot, but it is occasionally.
That's a couple of years now, isn't it? Since
end of 21, yeah.
Yeah, I've still got my copy here, you see. So when we ever eventually meet, you can sign it for me.
Do you remember from my other podcast, Myth Magic Medicine, Eliza Jang? Remember her?
The name rings a bell.
Yeah, she's the one who does a lot of real estate, oculoplastic surgeon.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, she and I were in a meeting yesterday online, and she's going to be in Wilmington at the end of the month, just for like 24 hours. She's going to be visiting an old homestead or something that would belong to her family, and then she's going to New York for another family gathering. So I think that's wonderful. I actually get to meet her, which is lovely. And that's another thing for healthcare. I don't know, but I do know that it is really important that we, you try harder and harder and harder to get things straight. And there's also a time difference issue for getting people. We know we're 5 hours apart most of the time. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 4. We change our clocks. This week we change our clocks. When do yours change?
Oh, not till the end of the month.
Yeah. So we're going to be,
we're
I don't know, 6 hours.
Aren't we?
We're going to be 6, so we'll have to be careful. But all of these things take up space. It takes up emotional energy in your brain as well as physical. So
they do, but there's loads going on at the moment. Some of which I can't discuss until it launches. But there's loads been going on at the moment, and been like busy, in a good way, in a really good way.
Well, the same thing with me, and part of the reason that I have to do all the stuff behind because I'm finally getting to the point where I may be able to afford a virtual assistant.
Well, I would, talking of self-care and rest and this, that, and the other, next Friday, the 15th, is World Sleep Day.
Today is International Women's Day. We are recording this on the 8th. Yeah.
I know, but I didn't want to mention it in case I got told it was mansplaining.
The State of the Union was last night. And there's just so much going on. I'm glad we're going to take a little bit of time. For me, I can get out in the sun.
Yeah. And I'm going to go and have my dinner because I'm 5 hours ahead of you. It's dinner time over here.
Just as apologia, it looks like, we just get on here and we chat for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, which is exactly what we're doing. How much time does it take you to put the podcast together on YouTube?
About 5 hours. Doing the transcript, doing the editing, putting it all together, uploading it, and making sure everything's done right. Yeah, about 6 hours.
All right, dear. Go have dinner. I will think about lunch. I'll see you soon.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Absolutely. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
We hope you've enjoyed listening. Please remember, this podcast is designed to give you an insight into therapeutic hypnosis and is for educational purposes only. So remember, consult with your own healthcare professional if you think something you've heard may apply to you or a loved one.
If you found this episode useful, you can apply for free continuing professional development or CME credits using the link provided in the show notes. Feel free to contact either of us through the links in the show notes. Join us again next week.